This video will provide a brief overview of the metric system and an easy way to convert between its units. The metric system has four main base units. Gram has the symbol G and measures mass. Meter has the symbol M and measures length. Liter has the symbol L, written as an uppercase L to prevent confusion between a lowercase l and the number 1, since those two look so much alike in handwriting and in many fonts. We use liter to measure volume, while second has the symbol S and is used to measure time. Metric prefixes are used with the base unit to represent larger or smaller units. Kilo is a prefix 1,000 times greater than the base unit. The symbol is K. Prefixes cannot stand alone, so the K will be followed by a second letter representing the base unit, either meters, liters, grams, or seconds. Centi, with the symbol C, is 1/100th of the base unit. Milli, whose symbol is a lowercase m, is 1/1000th the base unit. Micro is 1/1,000,000th. Since m already represents milli, the Greek letter mu is used for this symbol. Nano is 1/1000th of the base unit and is symbolized by n. Be careful not to confuse the different m's. A standalone m means there's no prefix, and it just represents the base unit meter. When there are two letters in a unit, the first letter is the prefix. So ml stands for milliliter. In a unit with two m's, the first m is the prefix milli, and the second m is the base unit meter. Mg stands for milligram. Ms stands for millisecond. Since the metric system is based on the number 10, converting between metric units is as easy as moving the decimal point in one direction or the other. You can also use dimensional analysis for metric conversions, but that will be a video for another time. So how will you know which direction and how many times to move the decimal point? The key is listing the metric prefixes in their correct order. A silly sentence is a great way to remember them, such as King Henry drank ugly, dirty chocolate milk. The first letter of each word stands for a metric prefix, with U representing the base unit. Another version could be King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, or King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, where B is substituted for the base unit. If you don't like one of these, you can always make up your own sentence. The prefixes can be arranged in a staircase to represent higher and lower values. K is kilo, H is hecto. Since there are two Ds, the first is DA for deca. That's followed by the base unit, which could be meter, liter, grams, or seconds. After that is another D for deci, C for centi, and M for milli. Moving from one to the next is a difference of a factor of 10. This question asks us to convert from 55.0 mg to G. Step 1 is identifying the starting unit. Mg means milligram. Let's find it on the staircase and mark it with a blue X for our starting point. The desired unit is G, or gram, which is a base unit. Let's find that on the staircase and mark it with a purple X for the M point. To go from the starting prefix to the ending prefix, we'll move 3 steps to the left. This means the decimal place in our measurement will also move 3 places to the left. The final answer is 0.0550. We must keep the final 0 in our answer, since that 0 was a significant figure in the original measurement. If you need help determining the number of sig figs, be sure to watch my video titled Counting Significant Figures in Measurements. How many centigrams are equal to 2.5 kilograms? Since we're given kilograms, kilo or K is our starting place. We will end at centi or C. To go from K to C, we move 5 steps to the right. So we're multiplying by 10 5 times, or moving the decimal point 5 places to the right. Our final answer is 250,000 centigrams. The original measurement had 2 sig figs, so it's important our conversion also has 2 sig figs. In this example, I'm going to write the prefixes in a horizontal line, which works just as well as the staircase. In this practice, we're given km, so we start at K for kilo. We need to convert to M. We need to determine what m represents in this case. Since the unit is a single letter, there's no prefix, and m represents meter. Now be careful because in our staircase, the m represents the prefix milli. Meter is the base unit, and U becomes our ending place. Going from our starting point to our ending point, we're going to move 3 steps to the right. So the decimal point moves 3 places to the right as we multiply by 10 3 times. Our final answer is 12,000 meters. There are units smaller than milli that we need to use in chemistry. After milli, we skip 2 decimal places and add micro for 1/millionth. Skip 2 more places and add nano for 1/billionth. Then skip 2 more places and add pico for 1/trillionth. A silly sentence will not help us with these because we aren't filling every decimal place. However, we should notice a pattern. These last prefixes go in alphabetical order, and we skip 2 decimal places between each of them. In this example, we start at micro and end at centi or C. We need to move 4 steps to the left, so the decimal point moves 4 steps to the left as well. And our answer is 0.0001. This time, let's start by listing all of our prefixes, and remember to skip 2 spaces between milli, micro, nano, and pico. We're given kilograms, so our starting point is going to be K, and we're asked to find pico, so P is our ending point. We must move 15 steps to the right to get from our start to our finish. The decimal point will also move 15 places to the right, giving us 3,400,000,000,000,000, or in scientific notation, 3.4 times 10 to the 15 picograms. When moving so many places, it may be easier to use the scientific notation exponents rather than counting steps. Start with the original number, 3.4. The original prefix was kilo, or 10 to the third. We're changing it to pico, or 10 to the negative 12th. Subtract the exponents. 3 minus a negative 12 is the same as 3 plus 12, or 15. And this is the same exponent as our original answer. Now it's your turn to try some practice on your own. Keep your metric staircase available, pause the video while you work, and start the video up again when you're ready. Welcome back. Check your answers against mine. Be sure to rework any you got wrong and keep practicing. The more you practice, the easier it will get.